Okay. First we have the hot tub section, and there we have meditation hall. Beautiful combination to go into the water and have the boundaries between yourself and the rest of the universe kind of dissolve somewhat. Now, helps towards meditation. Now in here, lots of wood. And the main focus. Now, many people sort of, their first reaction would be, why are you worshipping a person? It's like, well, that's just your presumption. Find out what's really happening. What we're doing is putting our attention on something besides ourselves. And what we're putting our attention on is the state that Adida Samraj achieved or is. That state isn't separate from us, but we tend to forget very easily or be distracted by the mind into believing we are something else. This focus outside of ourselves, our own habits, patterns, sense of isolated and separate self, helps in having a relationship with our actual state, which is not embodied and separate and isolated from everyone and everything else. Very interesting thing to contemplate in these times of the self-isolation. Maybe we can find that by going beyond ourselves, we understand there is no separation, there is no separate self. We're not individual selves, isolated away from each other. We can't live another second without another breath, the air, food that passes through us, everything. And even that presumption, us. What do I mean when I say us? What used to be meant was the isolated, separate individual, autonomous from everyone else. That's the self with a small s. Self with a large S is limitless. Actually infinite. Therefore, touches everything else, is everything else. Suppose what we're doing in here is going beyond the mind, so it's funny to talk so much about it, but just wanting to share something of the feeling, the relationship that is being generated here, like a crack in the universe. Filling everything with light until everything is undefinable in a self-isolated and separate way.